kick this episode off. I'm cracking my beer open right now, and I want to welcome everybody to a very special episode of the Beard Owl Podcast, the podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And since this is a very special episode, I am Lauren. I'm here because I am always here. But I have some very special guests with me today. I have Chris and Leah from, gosh, you have 27 podcasts, right?
We have two. Calm down. We have two. Of which you've been on one and you complain about the other.
That's fair. Yeah, I have been on one and I do complain about the other. You know, the one that people complain about deserves to be complained about in a good, healthy, friendly sort of way. So while I'm talking about it like this, why don't you all tell the people, which is how we refer to them on this show, tell the people, who you are and what your shows are right here at the beginning so we can get all that crap out of the way.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Chris, and this is my lovely wife, Leah.
Hi, people. Nice to meet you, people.
So we have two podcasts that we do. Both of them is a group of us to handle them. The first and the one that right now is most popular is a trivia podcast called the Pub Trivia Experience, where we literally put the pub in pub trivia. We try to make it just genuinely a lot of fun. We're not the smartest people in the room. We're not Jeopardy champions, but we like to drink. We like to play trivia, and we like having a good time with good people. And we like to learn stuff, so that's always fun. The other podcast, Leah, tell everyone about Boozy Bracketology.
Oh, man. If you have strong opinions, Boozy Bracketology is for you. We believe in three things. Gosh, I already messed up. Gosh, why do you have me do this? Okay. We believe in three things. Strong drinks, strong opinions, and then crowning champions. So what we do is every month we do a 64-style bracket on various topics. We've done best Disney movie of all time, best restaurant nationwide in the United States, best holiday movie, best
90s alt rock song.
Best, right now we're doing best video game franchise. So every month is a different topic, and we have about 5 panelists that discuss each kind of matchup, and we crown a winner at the very end. And strong opinions. And then when we have the strong opinions, and then we add the strong drinks in, it's a good time.
I have checked it out, and I have screamed at y'all from my car more than once.
There's a reason Chris doesn't do music, so
yeah, it's the best. I scream it from my car too. The episodes that I'm not on, so I don't know what happens. I'm listening in my car. I'm like, why aren't I on these? Like you guys got it wrong.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, no, it's not horrible. It's awesome. I love both of those shows. I truly do. And y'all are just wonderful, wonderful people. And I'm happy to have you on the Beard Owl Podcast. Before we jump into what we're talking about today, because this is it's going to be an interesting conversation, I think. Do you want to go around the room and talk about what we're drinking?
Yeah, Leah, why don't you kick us off?
All right. Well, I'm drinking. I'm not a beer drinker. Sorry to the two people also on here. I'm drinking a sun-kissed orange zero sugar because we are going on a month-long excursion in a couple days. So I'm in the phase of my packing and planning that I'm literally just eating and drinking whatever's still in the house. So, because we got to get rid of everything before we go. So this is the only kind of caffeinated beverage that was in the fridge. That's what I'm having.
Yeah, Leah and I are going on a 5-week-long vacation.
Yeah,
so
I understand that. And actually, by the time this airs, our paths will have crossed en route to that month-long vacation. So,
very true.
I am past me saying this as future me. It was really nice to meet you guys.
I hope you can say the same.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Genuinely looking forward to meeting you, actually in person, face to face.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it'll
really
be fun.
looking forward to it.
I'm sorry. I'm there's a fruit fly in here and it's driving me insane. Protect my beer. Chris, what do you have to drink today?
So this is actually kind of fitting. So Lauren, I know you're a huge Weird Al fan, and there are someone that I'm actually a big fan of. I'm not a music guy. I am a movie guy, but I tend to gravitate towards people who are positive and encouraging in life, a lot like Weird Al is for you. Now, this particular filmmaker is not someone that a lot of people like. but he's the most positive voice that I consistently hear because I listen to his podcasts.
I love
A gentleman
him.
by the name of Kevin Smith. He is a vulgar Weird Al, but he was here recently. He has this chain of restaurants called Movies that has a pop up shop all over the U.S. They kind of move around every couple of weeks. I went to the one in Orlando, and Movies partnered with Motorworks I think they're in Winter Springs, Florida, to create this Movies Fun Time Lager. It was released only here in Orlando, Florida. It is a lager from them. It is delicious, although it does taste a little bit more. It's more hoppy than most lagers are, but it's really good. But I think so. And you know what? We enjoyed the food too. The food is actually really good.
Yeah, they put some like interesting ingredients on burgers and like the chicken. I think the chicken sandwich is my favorite. It was really good. I don't know what they put on that, but
Yeah,
that's fine. I'll put the little mark on it. It's all good.
And never mind. There's a certain type of chicken sandwich that it is. If you've seen Jay and Silent Bob reboot,
oh, I think exactly I do.
What I'm talking about.
Know what? Just say it.
It's called the Cocksmoker chicken sandwich.
Oh, so I'm gonna get to my beer, and then we're gonna talk about Weird Al because I'm like really excited to do that. So I tried to make some kind of a connection again with you two as my guests and all this, that, and the other, and what you do. And I got this beer about a week ago, and it's been hanging out in my fridge, and I've wanted to drink it like every day, but I said, no, you're saving it for Chris and Leah. You're saving it. And so this is a collaboration beer. The primary brewery is Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, but they're also working with Coppertail and Industrial Arts Brewing Company. It is called Super Duper Friends.
Aww.
That's phase 1 of me pairing it up with all of this. Phase number 2 is it's a triple hazy IPA that clocks in at 10% alcohol by volume because this is a strong drink. Ooh. And you believe in those things.
We are firm believers in strong drinks. That sounds delicious, actually.
It's deceptively delicious for a 10%er, and those are some of my favorite beers, like those beers that are like really, really strong, but that don't taste that way. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have fun tonight. Yeah, and then I'm gonna switch back to my basic bitch Trulies that I bought earlier today.
I'm going to switch over to this by the end of this recording. So
there you go.
I'll be
perfect. Well, I thank you for having a beer in honor of where we're at today. So now, before we really kicked this episode off, you both admitted to not being super duper Weird Al fans like I am. But you respect the man. And so you are here because you have seen him in concert. And that's what we're talking about today. So tell the tale how this Weird Al concert came to be.
So I was trying to think how it actually came about. And I think what the intention was that I actually had purchased tickets, 2 tickets for my husband for Christmas one year, thinking in my head, this seems like something my husband would enjoy. And I know he has a good friend, Mike, who constantly appears on our podcast as well, who I thought in my head, Mike and Chris should go to this. I'll just buy the tickets, 2 tickets, and Chris can take Mike to the show. It'll be boys' night out. It'll be great. Come to find out, Mike and his, I think they were just dating at the time, girlfriend, had already gotten tickets to the show. Yeah, so then all of a sudden, Chris was dateless to this show, and I remember it was a school night, and I get up at 4:30 in the morning for work, and I remember him saying, all right, well, you're going to go with me. You're going to be my date to this thing. And I literally, up to that point, only knew one Weird Al song. One.
Which one?
It was the one that they made for Star Wars episode.
The Saga Begins.
Episode 1. The saga begins. Yes, that's the only one I knew. So I was going into the show being like, if he doesn't perform that stupid Star Wars song, that's the only one I know. Like that's so that was kind of like my thing going into it. Was that that was the only one I knew. Turns out I actually knew a few more after he started performing. I was like, wait, am I a Weird Al fan? Do I know more than I thought I did? And apparently I did. So my experience going into that show was my intention was not to go. It was to send my husband to the show that I thought he would enjoy. And then I ended up going along and had a really good time.
You should have a good time. It's a Weird Al concert.
Yeah. It was amazing.
So it's safe to say that you both liked it more than you thought you were going to?
No, going in, I knew I was going to love it. Listen, I don't claim to be this Weird Al super fan like a lot of people, but I genuinely enjoy the man's work. It's just music has never been something I've been overtly passionate about. But his music is really good. He's a genuinely good artist.
Yeah, and I remember being really impressed with his skills. Like not only just with the accordion, but is that what it is? The accordion. I feel like it's a very fancy accordion because he does multiple things with the accordion. It's kind of crazy, and just the speed in which he performs. I don't know if I guess sings. Yeah, sings, raps, whatever he does. And just I was like, wow, this isn't just a guy who does parodies. He's actually legitimately talented too.
It's absolutely true. Now before we go on with this, about what year did this happen? Do you remember?
4 years ago, maybe.
This had to be a mandatory fun tour.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh, you know the tour names. Okay. Was I supposed to do that research too?
No, that was the album that I think the tour is based on. I think it was the album Mandatory Fun.
Yeah, because we were definitely married, and we've been married 7 years. If Mike and Nikki were together, they got together right after we were married. So within the last 7 years, but I'm thinking maybe 4.
4 years. The Mandatory Fun tour took place in.
Because he definitely played aluminum foil because there's a bunch of people with aluminum foil.
Yes, they had the hats in the audience.
So it had to remember. So it was probably 2015, because that album came out in 2014, and he toured in 14 and 15 for it. It was the same tour. He just kept adding dates to it. Because 4 years ago would have been when he was doing the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour, which means it wouldn't have been all the stuff that you would even remotely recognize. And then 2 years ago, actually tomorrow, as of the date we're talking, is when I saw Weird Al on the Strings Attached tour and did the VIP thing and met him.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture on Facebook. You share it. You shared it a few times.
So that's 2 years ago. Tomorrow is the day my life permanently changed. I became a more perfect human having met Weird Al. That's it. I peaked, I met Weird Al. It's all right. You can only go down from here.
Oh my Lord. They usually say don't meet your heroes, but you legitimately
did. He did. I tell this on this story on the show all the time. You mentioned earlier about Weird Al kind of representing things that are kind and all that stuff. I was so overwhelmed when I met him, and he had there was a line of people before me and behind me doing this VIP thing. I was so overwhelmed. Weird Al Yankovic looked at me and he was like, "Are you okay?" He thought to ask if I was okay. And isn't it
That's
though?
Awesome.
Isn't it what other celebrity would do that?
Very, very few, unfortunately. That's awesome. You gotta admire the guy. You have to. He's everything that's good about, I guess, fame.
He's perfect.
Right?
He's perfect. So
okay, I went in on my Facebook memories just now. It was August 13th, 2015. Because my Facebook post was, honestly, I must really love my husband. A concert on a weeknight to see Weird Al, ? And that was what my Facebook post was. So August 13th, 2015. Put it in the books.
You know what was really, I don't want to hijack the conversation, but thinking back on it, what was really impressive about that show? It wasn't just the fact that he put on a great show, but he has all these complex wardrobe changes throughout the show. And he puts he takes care in cultivating the audience experience, right? All the the wardrobe changes had these really cool montages, video montages that you didn't take. It kept you in the same mood throughout the entirety of that performance. And he would only do he would do fat, and then he'd have to go change it, take the fat suit off, and go put something else on. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know of anyone else that really would go to those kind of lengths. I've seen how many bands in concert, and that's really a one of a kind experience.
I agree absolutely. There's not a dull moment in a Weird Al show. Once Fun Zone starts and you start hearing that, you're like, that's it. I'm in for like 2.5 hours of nonstop entertainment.
And it's good quality, clean entertainment.
Oh, hooray! See, I have to take my time with this one here. So, yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's good quality, clean entertainment, and the audience is so incredibly diverse.
Yes. It was all age ranges. I couldn't believe it. All age ranges. It was really really a really ethnically diverse crowd too, if I remember correctly. It wasn't just
white and nerdy.
The same group of people that were there. It seemed to kind of stretch every barrier you could think of, which was amazing. People genuinely seem to like him. It's fun. It's just genuine.
Damn it. I keep trying to get this fruit fly.
You're going to catch it before the end of the show.
I know. I'm going to have to go like Miyagi. Leah, I'm going to pose this to you because Chris obviously went in with more of an appreciation for Weird Al than you did, right? So, and you said you ended up knowing more songs than you thought you did, and you had a good time at the show, even though you had to get up at 4:30 the next day. So I guess my question to you then is, what impressed you the most? Like, what did you most enjoy about the concert? You can be as general or specific as you want in answering this question. I'm mostly just curious, like, what did you walk away from feeling?
Definitely the high energy. Oh my gosh, like, I don't know how he kept, I'm sure he did like 1,001 shows, but he was just on. When he was on, and it was like you said, 2.5 hours of nonstop moving, and it's like anyone with ADD, it's like a show for them, because it's like every 5 seconds there's something new to look at, a new light, a new sound, a new song, high energy all the time. That I tend to, when I'm not also a huge music person in general. I mean, I like music, but concerts are not generally my thing because I think they go on for too long. I'm like, I just want to hear my couple songs and then leave. So when you go to concerts, they tend to go a little bit longer because you got to get your money's worth. But Weird Al's concert went by so quickly. There was never a time that I was looking at my watch being like, okay, I got to go home. I'm tired, let's move on. It was like literally high energy the entire time. I was never bored. Even though I didn't even know the songs, I was engaged the whole time, and it kept my attention to like the 100th degree. It was just incredible at everything that went into every single moment of his performance. I mean, that's what I went away from. Like, I'm getting like amped up now. I was like, I'm not even tired now. Like, I'm very excited right now just thinking about that energy level that he had and feeling that in the audience.
I wish you could see this. I literally got goosebumps when you were talking about like how you felt at that concert. Like, because I could tell. I was like, oh man, she's getting amped up just talking about it. And she's not even like a giant Weird Al fan. She just went because her husband's buddy was already going. And so he was like, oh, I guess I gotta go. Yeah. And like, you felt it. And it's one of the magical things about Weird Al, I think, is that, because I've taken people to Weird Al concerts that had no real interest. It was just somebody that was like, yeah, okay, like, you're buying the ticket, right? Like, I'll go. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. Like, it's all good. And I've had these people walk away from the show basically saying, that was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And the comments are very similar. It's like, yes, there's so much energy, or like, I was never bored. And then you can't sleep on how tight his band is.
100%.
They've been together since that first album.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. That's insane.
Some of them have little pet projects on the side. The guitarist, Jim Chemo West, he actually just this year won a Grammy on his own. Yeah. And,
That's awesome.
the most recent addition to the band is Ruben on keyboards, because the performances got to be too intense for Al to play the keyboards all the time. Because up until like the early 90s, Al played keyboards on all the stuff in concert, and it was just he couldn't do all of it anymore. And so he brought in Ruben, and I think Ruben's fantastic. He cracks me up. Like the part right before, and I know they did this on this tour, so I know you saw it. The part right before they come out to do The Saga Begins, Ruben has the hood on, and he's behind it, and he's playing like this really spooky, music and stuff, and you're like, oh, like as a fan who's seen that like a million times, I'm like, I know exactly what's about to happen, but every time it's still like, oh, this is so cool. And Ruben really gets into it, and oh my god, one thing I'll never forget is one of the tours that I saw. I can't even remember which one, because like I said, I've seen Al 10 times, and a lot of things bleed together. But one of the tours where Al still did like a surgeon, so it had to have been either 1999 or 2000, because he doesn't do it on tour often, like the whole song. But when they were doing like a surgeon, Ruben literally wore a cone bra.
That's dedication. That's awesome.
Like these are all like Bermuda Schwartz, serious musician. Like I said, Jim West, Ruben, and Steve J, the bassist. See, I can name everybody in Weird Al's band. Look at me. Yeah. But they're all serious musicians in their own right. Like they could each be in a quote unquote like real band, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're with Weird Al.
I liken that back to getting Alan Rickman in the movie Dogma. Like, here's this classically trained, like, theater actor from London. He's going to come on this stupid, cheap movie about angels from heaven trying to find their way back into heaven after they were kicked out. And Alan Rickman is there, and he's just playing Alan freaking Rickman. It's the same thing. It's recognizing that there is it's perfectly fine to make money and have fun at the exact same time. Not everything has to be serious.
To your point, because you're right, not everything has to be serious. And I think you can both agree, having, seen Weird Al in concert, that he takes his craft very seriously, meaning like he's meticulous about detail when it comes to the show, meticulous about detail when it comes to, his music in general. So he takes things seriously, but he's not serious.
100%. He's meticulous in, it felt like every aspect of that show. It felt like everything was so pre-planned that it was unavoidable. It was planned to the nth degree. And then the subject matter and the zaniness is a byproduct of his personality, not a byproduct of his abilities as an organizer or a performer, which is awesome. Like, that's what you want. You want the best of both worlds. He is Miley Cyrus.
I don't get it, like Hannah Montana?
Yeah, I made a Hannah Montana reference on a Weird Al podcast.
Okay.
That makes me cool, right?
Of course it does.
Sure.
Because, actually, the Cyruses, the Cyri, is that how you pluralize it?
Cyri?
They actually hold a fairly unique distinction as far as Weird Al and parodies are concerned. He did. It's Achy Breaky Song.
He did something about Party, too.
Party in the CIA. So he has parodied Father and Child.
Wow.
I remember that one. I remember Party in the CIA.
I love that song.
I landed in Langley recently with a real one, yeah. Whacking the moles like, yeah.
Infiltrate some third world state. Topple their regime. Those men in black with the matching suitcases. Everything's on a need to know basis.
We can get sued by Weird Al if you sing his words.
He's too nice to sue us.
Well, and that was the other thing, too, that I remember Chris telling me when we were sitting in the audience. He's like, I think you're really going to like him. Because he's like, he doesn't like really swear in any of his music. And I don't care if they're swearing, like it doesn't bother me or anything like that. But that was one of the things that Chris sold me on. He was like, he's very unique. Like there's so few people like him in the world. Like how many artists are out there who've been performing for that long and still like that's something that he stands by, and he doesn't want to add certain things to his songs, and he chooses to stand by his beliefs or morals or whatever it is that's holding him to want to stay this way. And he's done that for so many years, and that's what a lot of people really like about him, is that he really does stay true to who he is and never wavered in that way. So I thought that was really cool.
That's 100% like accurate, because I'm trying to think. He said the word slut in Gump. I mean, he says hell sometimes and damn sometimes, but what really threw me was when I listened to, he did the Hamilton polka. So it was a polka with all the Hamilton songs. And it opens with, how does a bastard orphan son of a whore? And I'm like, oh, that came out of Weird Al's mouth? It was shocking.
Yeah, exactly.
It was shocking.
But at the same time, the Hamilton polka is amazing.
Yeah.
It won our polka bracket.
Insane. Did it really? Did I finish listening to that?
I don't know, but I like the polkas because they're all songs that I know.
I've got to go back and look. I thought I finished listening to that.
Called it the Wop Bop bracket. Weird Al polka. Weird Al podcast.
Oh my God.
We'll have to re-listen to it on our road trip.
Yeah, well, we have 3.5 hours from Tampa to Jacksonville. And then we can yell at Lauren about all her bad decisions, just like she yells at us virtually. But we get to yell at her to her face.
That's fine. And to think I was going to buy you a beer, but maybe no, I won't. I don't know. I know. I believe it. Oh man, I'm looking forward to like seeing you laugh like that in person. That'll be fun for me.
I laugh a lot. I have bad opinions and they make me laugh.
You've got a great laugh, baby.
Oh Lord,
I like it. It's good. There's nothing wrong with a good laugh, and I feel like that's kind of what Weird Al sort of stands for. There's nothing wrong with a good laugh, you know? Okay, so talking about people seeing Weird Al for the first time, you all probably hit one of the best tours to pop your proverbial Weird Al cherry, as it were. That's weird.
Proverbial Weird Al cherry.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, so John's wife, she's seen Weird Al also exactly once. But she went with us to see the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised Vanity Tour.
Oh.
My brother prepared her for this.
Okay.
Because I had made a playlist of Weird Al originals. We were kind of looking at what he's been doing in most of the shows, because this was the one tour where every stop was different. Okay? Because usually it's the same, because I saw the mandatory tour twice. Okay, and it was the exact same show twice. The ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised Vanity Tour, which I just like saying the whole name.
It's amazing.
I would not be able to do that. I mess up just saying my name. So
yeah, it was different every time. But John kind of prepared his wife for, basically what she was in for. And she had a couple favorite Weird Al originals, deep cuts that he may end up doing. And he actually did one of the ones that she like really kind of wanted to hear. So that was nice. But it was not like the best Weird Al tour to be a first Weird Al concert, because it's not indicative of what that experience actually is. There was no video screens. There were no costume changes. The energy in the crowd was still very high, but the energy on stage was not as a buzz as it usually is as a Weird Al show.
Which is fine. I mean, it's that tour was never meant to be like the big tours that he usually does. It's meant to be more just to give back to the fans that have supported him
that
for so long,
and
right?
As the name indicates, it was ridiculously self-indulgent and ill-advised. But it was also kind of done in reaction to the fact that, like, literally every tour before that had been this giant production. And he just wanted to be able to tour, play the music, and, like, sit down.
I can respect that and 100% agree.
Yeah,
I just want to sit down.
And he sat for most of it. It was very MTV Unplugged, It was very cool. He actually did Dare to Be Stupid in the style of the Grateful Dead. It
Whoa.
blew my mind.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you have to. It's on YouTube somewhere. I'm sure. I can't even explain it to you.
I'm going to have to go find
Yeah.
that. That
And
sounds
there's
amazing.
a video out there because that entire tour, part of the encore was a different, just straight up cover song. Every single stop on the tour, it was different.
Mm-hmm. What was the one that you went to?
I saw that tour just one time. It was Jenny 8675309.
Oh, Tommy Two Tone.
Yeah. But there's a video on YouTube with. It'll take you about like a half an hour to watch, but it has a clip from all of them, and it's wild. He
that's awesome.
runs the gambit of like musical styles. He does everything from like Chuck Berry to Weezer to everything in between. Like I think there's a Bob Marley song in there somewhere. Like he covers all of it. It's unreal. A lot of Tom Petty. He hit Tom Petty a couple times. Very good, and it's wild, and it's just like it's a good background music for about a half an hour if you're doing something. No, I didn't get it. I tried to get the fly again.
We're going to be here all night till you catch that fly.
That's how it's going to go, huh? But then, after that tour, he did yet another 180, right? Because the tour after that was Strings Attached, where it was the full stage production again with the video screens again, but also with a full orchestra.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been a great tour to see. That would have been great.
I love the orchestra.
They set the stage where the orchestra actually played like 2 or 3 like legit classical songs before the concert started.
That's awesome. Come on.
Because why not? I mean,
they're there. You might as well use them.
And oh my god. So he hit a lot of the big ones on that, but then he also did like Harvey the Wonder Hamster. Oh, it's like 30 seconds long. Like when we're done here, just listen to Harvey the Wonder Hamster. And Weasel Stomping Day. That's on Straight Outta Linwood with a full orchestra. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. So yeah.
Oh, man, I need to get into the back catalogs. I need to start just going through the back catalog. Now that I'm not obsessed, but now that I'm like a big fan, I've got this long car trip ahead. We might just do Weird Al for a while.
So it's funny because after the concert, because that's what's really funny is because I still, until you just said it in this podcast, I did not know that you weren't always like a big Weird Al fan. Because I do know more of his songs now because you go through phases where you play them a lot in the car when we're going places. And so now I know more Weird Al songs now because, just by proxy.
Oh, yeah, but I think the Weird Al songs that I listen to the most are off the last 2 albums.
And you do a lot of the polka, and I like those because I know all the lyrics because they're like popular song covers. But yeah, and so it's been cool because I think that after I mistook you for a bigger Weird Al fan than you were, you actually came out of the concert as a bigger Weird Al fan, and now have more appreciation for his music.
I've said this before, but I feel like people judge nerds on if you're a nerd that you have to like certain things. And the one I always liken to is Star Wars. Oh, you're a nerd, you must like Star Wars. So growing up, I got a lot of Star Wars gifts.
Yeah,
and I was never a huge Star Wars fan. Weird Al, I think, is kind of in that same boat. Oh, you're a nerd, you like Weird Al. I'm happy to say that I do. I'm very happy to say that I do. If you buy me Weird Al stuff, I'm not going to be mad. But it seems like almost like it's a good obligation to have. It's like I'm obliged to go to the grand opening of Avengers 7. Like that's going to be great. I'm going to look forward to it. But I like this a lot more to Star Wars because I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I liked episode 7 and 9.
That's interesting. Oh, I love that you brought that up because we recently recorded. We just had our Father's Day episode with our dad, and we talked about Yoda. So we had our dad on talking about Yoda, and our dad came locked and loaded with like Star Wars questions for us. Because he's a big Star Wars fan. And, like, John and I are both like, okay, we're nerds, but we're not actually huge Star Wars fans either.
But it's like it's an expectation, right? It's an expectation.
I'm not really like. You've got Star Wars, Star Trek. Okay, I can go either way depending on a mood. Like I'm not like in one camp or the other. But if you asked me personally to pick like my nerd file, I'm Doctor Who.
Really? Okay.
Yes, those people exist.
I'm in Gotham, so, and you're in the MCU.
In Hogwarts.
Yeah,
You're in Hogwarts.
John's in Gotham, 100%. John's like at one point, I don't know if it still is, but at one point the password for the Wi-Fi at John's house, because his Wi-Fi network I think it's still called the Bat Cave, but the password was something like Superman sucks 8 == capital D.
Wow. Oh my God.
And like,
don't tell the wrong Wi-Fi
I don't know if that's what it is, and I don't even know how many equals it was, but it was Superman sucks dick, right? And imagine my brother having to tell his future wife's like parents the first time they're like staying at their house, like they're like, "Hey John, what's the Wi-Fi password?" He's like, "Oh, Superman sucks dick."
Just be like, just give me your phone and I'll plug it in for you.
That's probably what he did, because it's like, how do you do that? How do you do that?
I'm thinking back, like we had for the longest time this sign above our TV in our living room that read the Wi-Fi. Here's the Wi-Fi name and the password. Like, oh, that'd be a great thing to have above your living room. Here's the Wi-Fi name. It's the Batcave, and the password written out, smacked up in the living room. Superman sucks.
Yeah, right. Like, come on. That's a fun thing that happens. But yeah, like nerds fall into so many different camps, and I feel like Weird Al touches on a lot of them in his music.
He does. It really has become like the pop cultural intersection for nerddom. Every part of nerd culture will eventually flow through Weird Al.
I'm trying to think, because he did Ode to a Superhero, which is a parody of Piano Man about Spider-Man.
Yep.
He obviously hit Star Wars. He hit White Nerdy mentions, Star Trek, Renaissance fairs, all the stuff that happens. I'm not even necessarily going to put this in nerd culture per se, but I am kind of obsessed with it, and it is a franchise. Rocky, he touches on Rocky.
He does.
Which, I mean, is that a nerdy thing, or is that just...
It's like a cool nerdy thing. Like, I feel like people who are like inner nerds, but also like jocks, they're okay with saying, "Oh yeah, Rocky," and being obsessed with Rocky, because it's like more acceptable in their circle than it would be to say you're nerdy about something else. Because really, what is being a nerd? It's being a fanatic about something. Yeah.
So all sports fans are nerds for their sports,
for sure.
Look at it this way, though. So Rocky is who? Rocky was Sylvester Stallone.
Balboa.
Thank you. Sylvester Stallone. Apollo Creed was Carl Weathers. Ivan Drago was
who is a nerd?
Dolph Lundgren. All three of them.
Dolph Lundgren is a nerd. He's got like 5 degrees in like science. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's smart as hell. But all three of them have now made their way into comic book movies.
And you can buy the I mean, this isn't Rocky, but this is, what's the guy you play on your video game that you purchased to look
Rambo.
Like? Rambo. Yeah. And like Rambo, that's something that people probably wouldn't consider nerdy, but now it's made it into your video game, and video games are considered nerdy. So
yeah, but I mean, like these actors that were years and years ago are now invading pop culture, and it speaks a lot to nerd culture, because nerd culture is pop culture now.
Yeah.
Like, you got freaking hell. Sylvester Stallone's playing King Shark in an actual freaking movie that's going to be up from Warner Brothers. He's going to be King Shark in the new Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. Dolph Lundgren was one of the kings of the ocean in Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Carl Weathers is on the freaking Mandalorian. They are invading every part of pop culture, and I am 100% here for it. But again, to bring it back, like, every part of pop culture, nerd culture, flows through at one point in time Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic is the common ground for
key.
every nerd that's out there.
He's the key. He's the key.
He is the key master, and we need to find the gatekeeper, and we will all be happy. Sorry, was that too nerdy of a joke?
Ghostbusters.
It's beautiful.
Right? Ghostbusters.
Yes. It's beautiful. Has he touched? He didn't. I don't think he hit Ghostbusters.
No, but why hasn't he parodied the Ghostbusters the theme song?
Yeah, I mean, what would he even call it?
I don't care. Call it Ghostbusters and just, a 30-second thing.
Yeah, that's true.
To it.
Because his parody of T.I.'s Whatever You Like was also called Whatever You Like. Yeah. Except it's more like, you can have whatever you like. You could even have a large fries. Like, it's about, like, you can have whatever you like within reason for my budget.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's
God.
That's a song that exists. It's not one of my favorites.
I can guarantee it won't be one of my favorites, but I'm going to listen to it.
I mean, and he's telling me that I can have large fries if I want to. Yeah. So, I mean,
it's fine with that. Or there's also like we'll order pizza and baby, you could have the last slice. Like, yeah.
Aww. See, that's nice.
So am I the only one that's ever come on the show that actually likes the song Jackson
Park? I freaking love Jackson Park Express. I love that song. The majority of people coming on this show.
Really?
One person who's been on the show doesn't like Jackson Park Express, and that person is objectively wrong, and that person is Jonathan Oakes from Trivial Warfare, and I am throwing down. Because that's the song he went to the bathroom during when we saw Weird Al with a full orchestra do Jackson Park Express, and that man went to the bathroom.
Jonathan, I'm.
Are you going to put?
Damn it, man! Come on.
Why do you go to the bathroom at all?
I peed during "Smells Like Nirvana" because that's like not one of my favorites. But I've seen it. At that point I'd seen it live like 8 or 9 times.
Right.
We just did our Patreon bonus episode that just launched is the best Nirvana song bracket, and I opened the first episode of that by singing "Smells Like Nirvana," my own version, not my own version, Weird Al's version of "Smells Like Nirvana" in my shitty ass voice. It was great.
That's okay. No, we're good. Yeah. Well, we don't sound like Madonna. Here we are now. We're Nirvana, a garage band from Seattle. Well, it sure beats raising cattle. Yeah. And I don't know what I'm singing. I mean, I like that he would literally put marbles in his mouth and like spit water at the audience during that at one point. Yeah. Oh, and I saw him in 1999. I was in the front row because it was just like an amphitheater in an amusement park. And so all you had to do was get to the park when it opened, run to the amphitheater, and wait for 4 hours.
Sure.
Or you could go on the rides. We made our
parents wait for 4 hours while John and I went on the rides. We had walkie-talkies, and we kept in touch, and our dad was like, about, like 10 minutes to showtime. He's like, well, I'm going to get back here, Doc. Over.
Your walkie-talkies from the 60s.
I know.
Like, how old are you?
I don't know how to make a. What do you do? Do. Like, what do you do?
Over, copy.
And I'm doing this stupid hand motion. Whatever. Anyway, he did "Smells Like Nirvana," and we're in the front row, and we got spit on.
Nice.
And you never watched that shirt again.
Maybe? I don't remember. I don't know. But I had like a, oh my God, Weird Al just spit on me, like moment.
So you were that big of a fan back then, though. So this is not just like a relatively new phenomenon. This has been like a life's work 100%. For you.
It was just at the time, like in the late 90s, it was not the kind of thing I flaunted.
Yeah, that was the abyss of nerddom.
Yeah, that was right before. I really was, I think, early 2000s that it started getting that. more socially
with
acceptable, I
Spider-Man.
guess.
It was with Spider-Man, ironically.
I know, and I hate Spider-Man, but I would have to agree with you that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans were the gateway into more people appreciating, I think, nerdom culture.
Quote unquote normalized it a little bit. But yeah, I didn't flaunt it. Like I got a t-shirt at that concert, and I got a t-shirt at the concert I saw in 2000. I got one in 99, I got one in 2000, I got one in 2003. I got one in 2006 or whatever it was. I got t-shirts at all of these concerts. I didn't really wear them. I kept them, obviously. And it wasn't until, like, just before, I guess a year or so before John and I started doing the podcast, that I was just like, well, since I'm putting the explicit tag on this anyway, and it wasn't until then I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna, like, fly this flag, because, like, what do I care? And my life has gotten, like, exponentially better for doing so.
It forces you to remove that veil of self-consciousness, because you're fully admitting who you are, like, to other people.
100%. And as you know, you see the hashtag Weird Al every day 2021. I wear Weird Al shirts every day.
How many are in your collection now?
I just got 3 more, so...
Of course you did.
So, like, everyone ever made. We can just be confident about pretty much everyone ever made.
I'm working on it. There are some that I don't have, simply because they're either too expensive on eBay for me to justify buying at this point in my life, or they're like impossible to find. But I have like 45, maybe. Yeah, I started the year with 14, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to keep up with this, I got to keep getting shirts, because you can't just wear the same 14 shirts,
That's where the Biden bucks went to.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, what responsibilities do I have? I have got 2 dogs. I don't have like children. I've got, I've got a good amount of disposable income. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to spend my money on beer and Weird Al shirts. Like, that's fine. But hey,
yeah,
nothing wrong with that. I do it. At the end of the day, do what makes you happy, right? Do what makes you happy.
That's it. So, any closing thoughts? Because I'm approaching the end of my beer, which tells me that it's about the end of this episode. Okay, wonderful.
My two are empty, so
yeah, time looks good. Beer looks good. Any closing thoughts regarding your Weird Al concert experience, or Weird Al in general, just to put as I say on the show, to put a pin in it?
It's what he's taught me has been to be unabashedly yourself. There's no one else that could be Weird Al but Weird Al. And he has proof in the pudding that being you, there's not another voice like you in the world. Don't hide who you are, be who you are, and embrace it. That's something that I still struggle with to this day, and I try and embrace my individuality, but I also don't fully embrace it, and I'm working on it. Leah, what about you?
I don't know. I just think it's very cool that after all of these years, he's still doing what he loves. He stayed true to himself, and his fan base only continues to grow. So that should show other people that good things come to those who are themselves and that are true to it. A lot of people, it's easy to say, oh, be who you are. Other people may not appreciate you, but you'll feel good about yourself. But no, you'll find other people who will also appreciate you and also get you. And that'll be validating to them and validating to yourself. So I think that he's a great example of what good can come of being who you are. Being who you are doesn't mean that you're going to be isolated and alone. There are people out there who share your interests, who think like you, who might be a little quirky, maybe a little weird.
Yeah.
I think that's okay to call him weird since it's in his name. But it's people who get you. And so I just would encourage people to find your people. Find those people who validate you for who you are and help make you the best version of yourself.
That's so beautiful. And while you were doing that, I got the fly.
Nice! All right.
You were talking and her eyes just got really big and her hands were over her head. Please go wash your hands after this episode.
But seriously, you both made wonderful points, and that's partly why we do this show in the first place. It's been so wonderful, basically, like putting ourselves out there as the individuals that we are and being so warmly accepted for it that, be yourself. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Agreed.
I think that's a beautiful way to end this. So I'm going to thank both of you for being here, Chris and Leah from Pub Trivia Experience and Boozy Bracketology. So, right? There are two podcasts that like to drink and do other things, much like this show.
Amen. I couldn't have said it better myself. Nicely
you've
done.
both been delightful. This was lovely, and I can't wait to have met you in the past.
Yes, hopefully we're as charming and cool in real life as we are on a podcast.
Yeah, no pressure or anything.
We will have a baby with us, so no guarantees on how
Kids
she's
love me.
react.
I'm a cartoon. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it, and it was wonderful.
I need to exist at her plane of existence.
Drink a 10% beer and, tell me what, how you feel about that. But all right, I'm going to close this very special episode of the Beard Owl Podcast. Thank you both for being here, and we'll come at you again next time, people, with some episode. I don't even know what it's going to be about. Okay, bye, everybody. Bye.